What if a single lesson, a single word, could free you from the fear of death forever? This is the transformational story of Dr. Kusuda and the Zen master who awakened him. In Tokyo, there lived a young physician named Kusuda. One day, he asked a college friend who was studying Zen, "What exactly is Zen?" His friend replied, "I can't explain it. But if you understand Zen, you'll never fear death." These words struck Kusuda like a lightning bolt. If Zen could truly remove life's greatest fear, he knew he had to learn it. His friend simply told him, "Go see Master Nan-in." So Kusuda went to find the master. He was skeptical, so he secretly carried a small dagger with him. He planned to test whether Nan-in was truly unafraid to die. But as soon as he arrived at the temple, the test was over before it even began. The moment Nan-in saw him, he exclaimed with a huge, joyful smile, "Oh, my friend, it's been so long!" Kusuda stood there, completely baffled. They had never met before. His entire plan, his serious test of courage, was instantly dissolved by a simple, warm human greeting. Humbled, Kusuda asked for Zen instruction. Nan-in just smiled and said, "If you are a physician, then treat your patients with kindness. That is Zen." Kusuda left, confused. He returned a second time and asked again. He got the exact same answer. He came back a third time and still, Nan-in just told him, "Treat your patients with kindness." Frustration began to build inside him. How could simple kindness possibly remove the fear of death? He was looking for something profound, something mystical, something that would shake his world. This was just ordinary advice. Finally, on his fourth visit, Kusuda's frustration boiled over. He burst out, "My friend said Zen removes the fear of death. But all you tell me is to be kind to my patients. If this is all Zen is, I won't come back." Nan-in nodded calmly and said softly, "Perhaps I have been too strict with you. Here, work on this." He handed Kusuda a koan, the famous first problem from the gateless gate, mu, a single word that means nothing yet is said to contain everything. For years, Kusuda meditated on mu. He wrestled with it, lived with it, breathed it. 2 years into his practice, he thought he finally understood. He went to Nan-in, proud of his insight. But the master simply said, "You are not in yet." So Kusuda continued. For another year and a half, he sat with mu. His mind grew quiet like a still lake at dawn. Problems dissolved. Thoughts softened. The idea of nothing became his truth. And slowly, without even realizing it, he began to change. He went back to his work, treating his patients with a genuine presence he'd never had before. He stopped living in yesterday's regrets. He stopped worrying about tomorrow's anxieties. He lived right here, in the single breathing moment in front of him. He was fully present with each person, each diagnosis, each act of care. And then one day, it hit him. His fear of death was completely gone. It wasn't because he had solved some cosmic riddle. It was because he had stopped clinging to the fear itself. When Kusuda returned to Nan-in one last time, the master simply smiled. He knew without a word being said. "You see," Nan-in said gently, "you live in the present now. When the mind stops chasing the future and stops gripping the past, fear simply disappears." This was Zen, not a complex concept, not a rigid philosophy. It was a way of living. Live like Kusuda, live here, live now, and let fear fade into nothingness. Thank you for watching. If this story resonated with you, please like and subscribe for more.